What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're going to be breaking down how you can acquire the new exotic bow, the Wishkeeper, and its catalyst, and how you can easily solo the Starcrossed exotic mission in Season of the Wish. The Wishkeeper is a game-changing bow that comes with Snare Weaver, which will provide suspension effects that can be achieved with any subclass. So this will definitely be a top-tier exotic to add to your arsenal. And to get the Wishkeeper, you will need to have completed the first 4 weeks of the Wishing All the Best seasonal quest. Once you've completed the Apophysis mission, you'll have to return to the helm and speak with the crow. Afterwards, the Starcrossed mission will become available and accessible through the helm. This is a 3-player activity, but it can be completed solo. You'll be heading into the Black Garden to face off against the Soul Divisive, along with the Taken. There are weekly modifiers on both the normal and legendary version of the mission, and it would do you well to play around those. From Whence You Came and Solo Operative will be great seasonal mods to equip before entering into this mission. This mission starts by having you traverse the undergrowth of the Black Garden. The first encounter takes place in the Overland, where you'll need to open the pathway forward. To do this, you'll have to defeat 3 different phalanx, but in a specific order. This order is assigned based on the 3 symbols that are in front of the locked door, and you'll need to start with the topmost symbol first. To damage the phalanx, you'll need to first obtain the Seer's Obligation buff, or Sire's, or Series. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that one, but somebody will correct me, I'm sure. This buff grants you a 45-second window in which you can pierce the phalanx shields. If the buff timer runs out, you'll need to run back to one of the lit up pads and re-obtain the buff. After all 3 phalanx have been defeated, the doorway will open and you'll be able to continue onward to the second encounter.
driven. What is this place?
An Ahamkara lair.
Hidden in the Black Garden? Is it yours?
You've seen mine.
That whispering again.
I assure you, that's not my voice.
It's getting louder.
This takes place in the roost, and it will require you to disable the transit mechanism. To do this, you'll have to first walk through the red pad that's in the center of the roost. This grants you a buff called Dam's Gift. This lasts for 45 seconds, and it grants you access to the adjacent rooms that are currently blocked off with red energy. Once the Dam's Gift buff goes away, you will start taking damage if you're in an adjacent room, so you'll need to return back to the center to re-obtain Dam's Gift. There are 3 different sections that you'll need to go into, with 3 different wyverns that will need to be defeated. After each wyvern has been defeated, there will be a drop-off station for you to imbue with that Dam's Gift. Once you've cleared out all 3 areas and imbued all 3 stations, you'll have to return back to the center of the roost, and you'll have to defeat the newly spawned in Vex. There will be another Wyvern along with a mini boss here, but you can easily stay back and pick everything off from a distance. You'll have to traverse through a short labyrinth to get to the next encounter. Utilizing grapple and swords will help out a lot if you have issues navigating through.
We wish to know. Watch yourself, Guardian.
Once you've gotten through the maze, the third encounter takes place at a separate area of the roost. This section includes mechanics of both first encounters. There's a locked door with 3 symbols, meaning we'll need to defeat 3 phalanx in a specific order. We'll also need to obtain the red buff to enter into those closed off sections, and we'll need the white buff to defeat the phalanx. Once we have both buffs, we'll have a new buff pop up called Crowned by the Dragons. Once you've cleared out all 3 rooms, the doorway will unlock, allowing you access to the final boss encounter. Now this encounter requires you to maintain the Crowned by Dragons buff, so that you can remain within the arena, and so that you can damage the phalanxes. There are pods scattered around the area that you can use to reobtain the buff, without having to worry about defeating the phalanx. There's also a lot of short corridors around the edges that you can use to get cover. You'll be fighting a large Vex Hydra named Archidon, a boss Guardians have fought in the past. There will be Vex traps and a lot of Taken that shield and protect one another, so having Scorch, Ignitions, and other area effects will be really beneficial. I found the Dragon's Breath to be a perfect DPS choice, as it would deal out a massive amount of damage to the boss and it will help keep ads cleared out. This boss only has 1 phase, but it can be shielded by nearby enemies. But once you've taken down this big Hydra, all the other enemies will disappear, and a doorway will open up at the end of the arena, granting you access to a hidden tomb of an Ahamkara with Riven's egg, and a chest containing the Wishkeeper. When completing this activity on Legendary, the chest will reward the Wishkeeper's Catalyst. And there are 4 different Catalyst versions, meaning that you'll need to rerun this each week for 4 different weeks. There will be champions included in the master mode of Starcrossed, and the enemies will be a lot tougher, so it may be in your best interest to grab a few friends when taking on that challenge. And with that, we've now covered how you can easily solo the Starcrossed exotic mission and obtain the Wishkeeper exotic bow. A really fun and powerful bow that will definitely be stirring up the sandbox over the upcoming weeks. Personally, I can't wait to take this thing into Grandmasters, but I'd love to hear your thoughts about the Wishkeeper, the Starcrossed exotic mission, and anything else Destiny related. Let me know down in the comments below. That's going to wrap things up for today's video. Thank you as always for checking it out. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. If you're a new Light Guardian just starting your journey, or a battle-hardened veteran just looking for a new home, then be sure to check out the Discord link in the description below and join one of the greatest communities in all of Destiny. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy holidays and some happy hunting.